Memorizing the fretboard can be a confusing, frustrating process, but it doesn't have to be. In fact, it can sometimes be sweet. Speaking of sweet, my wife really enjoys chocolate. Now, if I was a really generous and thoughtful husband and I wanted to dote on my wife extravagantly, I could buy chocolates each Friday. Hold on to those 4 words for a moment. Buy chocolates each Friday. I have a tactic that could be really helpful to you as you endeavor to tackle certain specific locations on the fretboard. If you've experienced previous sample lessons of mine, you know that I've highlighted natural notes on my fretboard maps, and today is no exception. Have a look at the diagram I'm going to place on the screen next to me. We have a boxed set of 4 notes I'm mapping out on the fretboard. These notes are B and C and E and F. We will soon discover that not only are these natural notes right next to each other on consecutive frets, they are next to each other on juxtaposed strings. This happens just like this 4 times on the guitar neck. If you're a detail person, you'll observe that I've leveraged some colors as well. I've made all the B's pink, all the C's orange, all the E's green, and all the F's blue. Now I'll show you the whole fretboard containing these boxes. Look closely at frets 0 to 10. You'll see all 6 of the pink B's, all 6 of the orange C's, all 6 of the green E's, and all 6 of the blue F's. But there are only 4 situations inside our frontier here where the 4 notes are all grouped together on consecutive strings on the same 2 frets. So I've grouped them into 4 nice little boxes, which I'm calling sweet boxes. Let's use the mnemonic device from earlier, buy chocolates each Friday, to help us as we go from the lowest to the highest strings, playing the notes B and C and E and F on juxtaposed strings at the same frets. Have a look at each red box that encapsulates these 4 notes. I'm just going to use my fretting hand fingers 1 and 2 for this part of the exercise. We can first go from the lowest strings to the highest strings. We'll start on strings 6 and 5 at frets 7 and 8 as we buy chocolates each Friday. Nice! Next, we can move to strings 5 and 4 at frets 2 and 3 as we buy chocolates each Friday. We can then move to strings 4 and 3 at frets 9 and 10 as we, you guessed it, buy chocolates each Friday. For now, I'm going to skip over to strings 2 and 1 at frets 0 and 1. Once more with feeling, buy chocolates each Friday. We've played the notes in 4 boxes. So we have 4 intact boxes that span 2 strings. Let's do a little sleuthing here. If I'm playing a set of 2 juxtaposed strings and I have a 6-stringed instrument, how many sets of juxtaposed strings can I access? Well, I can play on strings 6 and 5, 5 and 4, 4 and 3, 3 and 2, and 2 and 1. So I can play 5 sets. But haven't I only shown you 4 boxes? That's exactly what I've done. That's because we have an anomaly because of the tuning of our guitar. Although most strings are separated by a perfect fourth, one set of strings is separated by a, what? A major third. And which set of strings shares that interval? Strings 3 and 2. The strings I skipped over a moment ago. Now, what if I bought a box of chocolates for my wife, but I accidentally dropped the box as I was crossing the street and it got ran over by a truck? Well, it wouldn't look like a box anymore. Because of the tuning between strings 3 and 2, we have an anomaly. If we look closely at our piano fretboard from today, we see that we do have another box on strings 3 and 2, but it is disjointed because it got ran over, and that's why I'm outlining it in blue. I'd feel blue if my chocolate box got ran over, wouldn't you? So if I want to play this set of B and C and E and F here on strings 3 and 2, I'll need to play notes on frets 4 and 5 and 5 and 6 respectively. Buy chocolates each Friday? Yeah, maybe next Friday, right? So now I'll play all 5 sweet boxes from low strings to high strings, strings 6 through 1, including the box that got ran over. We have frets 7 and 8 with buy chocolates each Friday. Then frets 2 and 3 with buy chocolates each Friday. Then frets 9 and 10 with buy chocolates each Friday. Then frets 4, 5, and 6 with buy chocolates each Friday. And finally, frets 0 and 1 with buy chocolates each Friday. As you can probably tell, 2 of these boxes are lower in register, indicated by bold letters on our diagrams. Now let's try another approach as we move from the lowest frets to the highest frets for these 5 sweet boxes. We can start on strings 2 and 1 with frets 0 and 1, right where we just left off. The notes are B and C and E and F. Moving on to strings 5 and 4, we have the next highest chocolate box. It's on fret 2, B and C, and E and F. Next up is our crushed box on strings 3 and 2, based on frets 4 and 5, with B and C and E and F. Further up, we can claim strings 6 and 5, now at the 7th fret. Here we go, B and C and E and F. Lastly, still inside our 12-fret frontier from 0 to 11, we have strings 4 and 3 here at the 9th fret, B and C and E and F. Okay, this has been pretty technical, but you of course have the option of re-watching this video if you want to establish these locations more securely. The next level is to try to access these 5 boxes either by ascending or descending strings or ascending or descending frets. But get to know the patterns with these 5 sweet boxes. They will serve as great anchor points for full and partial chords, the capo, and also scales, arpeggios, and any musical fragment that's anchored on the fretboard in just about any key. Also, if you want a glimpse at other fretboard tactics, I encourage you to check out my other sample videos, including fretboard mapping like a retro video game and fun fretboard tactics, 3 remarkable rows. And if you're wondering if we go deeper with these concepts inside the members area of Guitar Success for You, the answer is absolutely. Not just the fretboard. We get into strumming, flat picking, fingerstyle, grooves, collaboration, chords, scales, modes, and so much more. There are so many helpful memory devices, tools, and strategies waiting for you inside this one-of-a-kind experience. So take the leap today and discover all that's waiting for you. Head on over to guitarsuccessforyou.com. Learn more about whether it might be a good fit for you, and if you discover that it would, then join us. I think you'll be glad you did, and I think we'll be glad you did too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.